So in the first video we covered about the basics of Python by creating a hello world and connecting our PyCharm with our GitHub repository. So in this next video we are going to be creating a program that asks a user for their name and prints a greeting with their name. That means we'll be printing hello with the name of the user that she or he entered. So these are a couple of projects we're going to be working through step by step. So let's create our new file. Let's come here, right click, new file, and then let's create hello user.py. So when don't ask and add. So let's add a comment. So in Python, a way to add a comment, you must use hashtag to add a comment and then space followed by your comment. So that's the way we add like single line comments. So now to add like, so if you want to add like multi-line comment, then you must use this single quotes. So let's start. So first of all, we are going to create a variable. What do we mean by a variable? A variable is a memory location that is able or can be able to store a value from a user or a value that we are sending to it. That means like a temporary storage. That means you can assign and keep something there and you can be able to access it through the program. So we have two types of variables mostly in every programming language. We have what we call global variable and local variable. So when we talk about the global variable, those are variables that can be accessed globally in the program. That means if you declare global variable, can be accessed outside the function where it has been declared. While the local variable is a variable that can be only accessed within that function that you have declared it in. As we continue going through, we'll be seeing a lot of examples in those. So let's create a variable. Then a variable, to create a variable in Python, just write the name of the variable. Let's call it maybe name. And as I told you, in variable, some of the rules of creating a variable, you are not allowed to use space. Maybe I say like this is not allowed. And also another rule for naming a variable, you're not allowed to use keywords. When we talk about keywords, those are words that are reserved by Python. Maybe as is a keyword, in is a keyword. That means if you're going to create a variable name, make sure to be specific and create a unique name that wasn't used or have never been used in Python as a keyword. So check out in the description. I will try to list some of the popular keywords in Python and also some other rules for naming a variable in Python. So let's go through. Let's call it name. So as we know, Python doesn't use like semicolons and what to end of line. Python is only based on what you call indentation. It uses indentation to like separate or arrange codes or format codes. So you are not allowed to just write the name of variable and just assign equal like that. You must put space so that you fulfill the PEP verification. So let's go and write. So we are going to first of all prompt a user to enter his or her name. So we don't know the name of the user, so we assume that the name of the user is name, and we will be printing name. So in the first lecture here we were printing just hello user. So when you put these double quotes, this means you're going to be printing a message. So because here we are going to be printing a variable, then we don't need to use those single or double quotes again. We'll be just assigning the name of a variable. So this variable is going to be containing the name of the user. So to input something into our program, we use input and we add brackets. So if we run the program like this, our program will run. So let's run the current file. So you see the and you see that there's no message telling us to enter, but if we write maybe Roy and press enter, you see that they are printing our name. But in order to create something that is more specific and more easy for a user to understand what he or she must enter, let's add a message. You add double quotes and say enter your name. So with this code, this means instead of seeing an empty field, we just see the enter your name, and then we know what we're going to be doing. So let's try to run it again. You see they're telling us enter your name, and if you enter Python, then they say Python. So maybe to just make this more unique, let's maybe try to say that you enter your name. After entering your name, we just print your name is Python. So this print function is a function used to print a value, while the input function is used to input the value. So right now we may print like multiple things. So to add another value or a message, you can just, because we are going to be adding a message, use double quote and put comma. So this comma shows that you are going to be printing two different things. They may be messages, variables, or variable and messages. And as we know in English, when after semicolon or a comma you must put space, same as Python. After writing a comma you put space. So let's just write your name is. So this means we'll be, instead of getting Python, we'll be getting a message, your name is, and then name. So let's save it and run again. Maybe let's wait. You see your name is Kelsey. So we have created a program to print the entered name of a user. Maybe see that all these words are the same. Maybe let's try to color this word so that it becomes different from this message we gave. So the good thing about Python, there is a way of coloring, or in any other console you can just like add colors. So to add the color you must put /033. Maybe I'm going to make it red. Then you just put the color code. For red it's SAT1M, and maybe you put here so you can close your, so to close the tag you must put 033 and then put 0M, and let's try to see what this gives. Let me call it David and press enter. You see that printing your name is David with a red, in a red color. So this is more to make it like more increasing the readability, so that the user will just know this is the name he entered and this is the message we just provided. So this was all for this program. Then we are going to just push on our GitHub. So to push, you click here, commit, and let's say user input. So we already connected our Git repository with our PyCharm, so there is no need of any other further requirements. We just write the commit message and then click commit, and then you just push. If you haven't already connected your PyCharm with your Git repository, you can go to previous lecture and just see what we did there. So we just click push, and you see one committed, and so pushing, and our push is gone correct. So let's check if our file has already been pushed. You see that the hello user also has been pushed. So this is all for our lecture today. So we are going to be meeting the next lecture, finding the odd and even numbers. That means the user is going to be entering odd and even numbers, and we are going to be telling him if his number is odd or even. See you guys.